Hello viewers, welcome to our channel. In this tutorial, we would watch how could you apply an angular load on a hinged support beam. The beam is hinged at both ends, a load of 100 N is applied at an angle of 54 degrees to the beam at a distance of 20 mm from one end, and another load of 250 N is applied at an angle of 48 degrees to the beam at a distance of 20 mm from the other end. We have to find out the deformation, shear force and bending moment diagram in this problem, using ANSYS APDL. Before we start, we request please subscribe to our channel. Open the ANSYS APDL package. Click on Preferences and select Structural. Click on OK. Open the preprocessor, select Element Type, and click on Add Edit. Click on Add. Select the beam elements. Then click on OK. Close the element table. Open the material properties, select material models, select the structural, linear, elastic and isotropic material model. In the X box enter the Young's modulus of the material. In the PRXY box, put the Poisson's ratio. Click on OK and close the material model window. Open the sections, select the beam option. Click on the common sections. In this, we would define the cross-section of the beam. Enter the width and height of the beam. Click on Preview to see the shape of the beam cross-section. Then click on OK. Now we would draw the beam in the modeling option. Click on the modeling menu, select Create, select Key Points option, select Inactive Coordinate System. Here, we would create 4 key points on the beam. Enter the first key point number and its XY coordinate. Click on Apply. Similarly, put the other 3 key points coordinate. Now we can see the 4 key points are created as per the inputs. Now we would join these key points by the straight line. For this, go to Lines, then Straight Lines. Select the first and second key points. Then select the third and fourth key points. 3 line segments are created. Now we would mesh this line body using the meshing tool. Click on Mesh tool, click on Set in the lines. Now select all these line segments. Click on OK. Now put the size of the element and click on OK. This segment is divided into smaller cells. Open the Hidden Mesh tool. Using the Selection tool, select all the line segments. Click on OK. It would mesh the body into smaller elements. To get a conceptual view of the beam, go to Plot Control menu, select Style, then select Size and Shape. Check the Display of Elements option. Click on OK. This is a conceptual view of the one-dimensional beam. Go to the Plot menu and select Node. Go to Plot Control menu and select Numbering. Enable the node numbers. Click on OK. We can observe that at each key points, the node number sequence is different. This is our first location point, where we would apply the angular load. This is the second location point. Now, go to Modeling, open Create, and select Nodes. Select Rotate Node Coordinate System. Select by Angles. Select the node at the first key point and click on OK. Now, enter the angle of rotation as 54 degrees and click on Apply. Now, select the second key point and click on OK. As the angle value input should be anti-clockwise, so enter the value as 48-90. Then click on OK. Now, we would apply the constraints and loads to the beam. Open the solution panel, select Define Loads. Click on Apply. Select Structural, select Displacement. Select On Key Points option. Select the key points at the first end of the beam. As it's hinged support, so only keep the Z-axis rotation and make all other degrees of freedom fixed. Click on Apply. Similarly, select the node of the other end. Enter the displacement as 0 and click on Apply. Now, we would apply the angular loads to the beam. Open Force or Moment option. Select the node. Select the first key point and click on OK. Select the direction of the force. Enter the value of the load, as it's a downward force along the rotated y-axis, so put the negative value of the force. Click on Apply. Similarly, select the second key point location and enter the value of the load. Here we can see the two loads. Now open the Solve menu and select Current LS. Click on OK. The calculation is complete. Now, let's open the result viewer from the General Post-Processing menu. Select the parameter as the Y component of displacement to observe the displacement. Click on Plot Results. This is the deformed shape of the body, which is shown at an exaggerated scale view. Click on Animate Results to see the gradual deformation of the body as an animation. Move the slider to adjust the speed of the animation. Go to the element table, select Define Table. Here we would define the command combinations to get the shear force and bending moment diagram. Select by sequence number. Enter the SMISC value of 3 clicks on Apply. Similarly, put the SMISC value of 6, 16, and 19. Go to Plot Results, click on Contour Plot. Open the Line Element Results and select SMISC 6 and 19 for Shear Force diagram. Again, go to the Line Element Results and select the SMISC 3 and 16 for the bending moment diagram. Save the file and close. We conclude the tutorial over here. If you have any queries or suggestions, then please let us know by your comment. Thank you. Keep learning and keep sharing.